Hi guys, welcome back to the Crafty Author. My name is Anissa, and today we are going to be making a large rag quilt. So I did a video probably about a month or two ago, showing you how to make a baby quilt, a baby rag quilt out of flannel, and it was on a much smaller scale, and I've had several requests to do a big one. So what I went ahead and did was I bought two pieces of flannel. So this will be the back and this will be the front. And so I'm going to show you how to do this using that same method that I showed you how to do doing the baby one. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to lay out the backing. Okay, so since this is so big, we're going to have to be kind of mindful of that as we pull this out. So you're not going to be able to see the full length of it. So you can see how long this blanket is going to be. It's going to be pretty long. All right. And then I'm going to, so this one is going, the nice side is facing down. Now I'm going to put the top on top of it. And we want this one to be the pretty side facing up. Okay. So we're just going to match them up together. Corner to corner on the top here. So I've gone ahead and I have folded it in half, just like we did with the baby one. Okay. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over to the machine, and I am just going to stitch right here about 1/2 inch all the way down. So you want your nice side to be showing at this point, okay? And so that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna sew it and then I'll come back and show you. What I'm gonna do is I am going to take my scissors and I'm going to stick it in this little loop that we just created. And right there, just take my scissors and I'm gonna just cut it. I want to Now the squares on this one are going to be much bigger than they were on the little one. So what I've done is I have gone ahead and I flipped this over. So now I have the back side showing. And I flipped it over so that I could bring down the pretty side and match it with that same. And so what I have here is the fold. I have this fold right here. So we're going to sew right along here, the 1/2 inch or 1 inch, whichever you're going to use. And then we're going to come back and cut it just like we did last time. I have finished sewing the front parts together. So that's all ready for ragging. As you can see, the squares are going to be very large. Now, if you wanted to make this so that they're smaller, you would just keep folding in sections until you got the desired size of square that you want. For me, I'm just doing this big. And I'm okay with this. So I think it's going to look really neat. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it back. We're going to start on the other side. That's going to start making our square. So I'm going to fold this in half. once again. It's just a lot of folding, folks. That's all. Straighten it out. The hardest part about this is just maneuvering the sheer size of this. It's really not hard. It's just, you have to work with, you just have to work with it. So do it on a day that you have a lot of patience. That's my advice. So I've got this folded in half, and I am going to go and I'm going to sew 1/2 inch all the way down, and then I'm going to cut it just like we did before, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold this part up and do the same thing. Sew and cut, sew and cut. I am just cutting here, but I wanted to pop in and let you know, when you get to these seams here, they're gonna be pretty thick. So when you're sewing, you're gonna wanna go slower over that so you don't break a needle. A walking foot is going to help you a lot. And you're going to want to have some very, very good sharp scissors to cut through that, okay? So I just wanted to pop in here and give you that helpful hint. All of the sewing is finished, so probably can't see it because it's pretty large, but you can see the squares where they are, okay? And they connect there. Our intersections are done and we're ready to start fringing. But first, what I want to do is I'm going to go around the entire blanket with just a 1/2 inch stitch right here all the way around, because we're going to also rag the corners, or the sides of this blanket. So that's what we're going to do. In case you don't know how to rag a quilt, you're going to need some of these scissors. You can do it with regular scissors, but it will really make your hands hurt. So these spring-loaded scissors are much better to use when you're doing this. It'll save your hands a lot of time. And all you're going to do is you're just going to find one of these little rows that you cut, and you're just going to start snipping. You can do them as wide as you want or as thin as you want. I probably do about 1/4. You don't want to snip into the seam. You want to go right up to it. See right there? Flanging it there. You do not want to snip your seams. That'll put a hole in your blanket. I've done it. It's not fun. So that's what you'll do. I'm going to go ahead and sew around, like I said, just to get this so I can flange that too. And then when the blanket is done, I will post a picture of it. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I know that people have been asking for this one for a while, so I hope it helped to make sense on how to make it. It's very simple to do. However, you're dealing with a lot of bulk, so you need to remember that. And the hardest part really is just maneuvering all of the fabric that you have, because it's so big. I was also asked about putting things in the squares. So if you wanted to, you could hand sew those items onto the square, or afterwards, after you have your squares here sectioned off or whatever, if you didn't mind it showing up on the back, you could actually applique that on there using a satin stitch. So it's just whatever you prefer to do and how you want your blanket to turn out. I mean, it's your quilt. So just be creative, do whatever. There's no right or wrong way to do it, So don't be afraid. live dangerously. That's what I do. I look at this. I've got fabric in my hair. Um, I can't tell you how many times I've made things and have royally screwed them up. So, a lot, trust me. A lot of the times you guys see a project and you'll see it and it looks great, but it took me, a couple of tries to get it right. So, so I appreciate you joining me today on the Crafty Author. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit here and cut all these little fringes. And so thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful week. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest. I'm the Crafty Author. And you can join my private Facebook group if you would like. It's the Crafty Author. And you can follow my blog at craftyauthor.com. I post the projects that we're doing over there. So if you ever need some ideas or whatnot, you can just scroll on over and take a look and subscribe to that as well. And be sure to like and comment below. And I think that's it. Is that it? It is. So I will see you all very soon. You take care. Bye-bye.